Here we go. Morning of Tuesday, May 8th. Hope everyone's doing well. And the low tire pressure light came on, so I gotta fix that. And so even in the suit, sometimes you still gotta do stuff like this. So just want to be able to show this. It's like a normal human being, just like you. Tires get low of air. But I just want to recap last week. It was a productive week. Let's see, just to avoid like falling a little bit behind and keeping up with the vlog just because of everything else that's kind of going on in the world. So let's just recap it. On the first of the month, ended up meeting with a pastor. He's also works for a local school administration, and he wanted to know kind of just overall strategy, what he should be doing, what he should be looking at. And I said, so even if, let's say, you got the $1 million to be able to have the facility, what is it going to take to be able to run that facility on an annual basis? Like, what's the cost? What's the overhead? Because there's some foundations out there that will give you the grant. There's some organizations that might even give you the money. The question that they're going to always have, though, is what do you need in order to make those bills be met every single year? Number two is what do you envision do you actually be offering, and is that a true need or is it anecdotal, right? So he volunteers at the local prison. So for people that come out. So have you talked to enough people to know that the need actually exists and isn't being served by another nonprofit or charitable organization in the area? And so if the answer is that you've done some analysis and talking with the other nonprofits that exist in the area, like the Salvation Army, there's a local church that also does a little bit of, it's a warming shelter, it's seasonal. And so, you got to investigate in order for people to know that you're not just putting something in place that isn't really going to meet the needs because the needs are already being met. The other, so that was a good conversation. And then with the family, we ended up hiking Rib Mountain. It's local. It's one of the highest peaks in all of Wisconsin. So that was fun. During the wintertime, that's where they have snowboarding and skiing there. It's a really small, it's not really a mountain because I lived in Utah. So these aren't mountains. It's a really big hill. And so we walked. There's a trail that leads up to the ski slope, so we walked that with the family. And as we were walking, I was taking a conference call with the Central Wisconsin Hmong professionals, planning out the upcoming events, making sure that geese is not going to poop on me. And then Wednesday is administrative day, and then that night had Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, with the young men. We did some things of gratitude, wrote some thank you notes, and I showed them some different videos. And then on Thursday, I'll be able to just be able to update that in a video, little kind of montage. And then Friday rounded it out with talking with a doctor of physical therapy, giving him some strategies. He has a product that he's created for back pain and be able to give people more mobility. And so just talking to him about how to launch that at the same time still run his business. And so it was more of a strategic strategy conversation. So that was a lot of fun. And then on the weekend, it was fam time. We ran a garage sale, getting rid of junk. It's that old adage that one man's junk is another man's treasure. Hope you guys are doing well. That's the update. I will give you the vlog for Monday and Tuesday. Let's keep it up. Sherm's out.
Don't let them ruin these memories you won't forget. Understand that you were up next, and what you see is what you get. So you gotta get it, get your bit of time ticket. Don't need to worry about it if you have faith. The path you chose will take you where you wanna go, but you gotta go get it if you wanna be great. But wait, life gets tough and you don't know what to do. You just gotta do you and believe that you're next. Every day is a test, all the pain in your chest. Nobody else to blame. What you see is what you get, but what you see is what you get, though. Yeah. What you see is what you get, so you can't always expect everything to go your way. Keep on grinding, boy, you gonna see your day, but at first you need to let go. So let go. Think I need to let go, so
Hey there, vlog time. Had a great conversation with Katie. That was the longer call that I just showed you up here. And I want to be able to just recap the conversation just because I don't know what he's talking about. I don't want to take the time to be able to edit, so I'm just going to put it in fast speed, and that way I can kind of recap. But one of the things that came out of it, number one, was communication. He really enjoys talking to people, and so he found the podcast a great method to be able to engage with other people. The other thing is, being a young person, 18 going on 19, he really enjoys talking with older adults and being able to hear their wisdom, their thoughts on life and overall business. And so it's really helped impact him just to know that he has an opportunity to be able to communicate in a way that's really hits home with who he is, and looking at ways that he can add value, which has been really interesting. And so one of the things that he said when he first started doing the podcast through the Anchor app, he didn't really have any kind of end in sight or didn't know where it was going to go. He was just doing it. And so that's where I think you'll find a lot of value for yourself, is just by doing, go out and do something, and you're going to find a couple things. You either like it, you don't like it, both of which are good. And the other thing is, you like it, but you want to be able to change a little bit something about it. And so I think a lot of times people get stuck on the attitude that, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, so let's not do it. The other thing that came out of it was the attitude that people are like, oh, I don't like this platform, I don't like that platform, I don't like social media. And so he was thinking of being able to bring it as a course to maybe local colleges, maybe even to high schools. And I said, one of the problems is that if you look at adults, some of them are like, no, I'm not going to touch that. It's the same attitude as somebody saying, I'm not going to listen to radio, I'm not going to go onto the internet, I'm not going to, buy a laptop. That's fine. You can have those attitudes, but the reality is that things still occur on there. And by putting your head in the sand, it doesn't negate the fact that those things exist and that people are going to be on there. And then you want to know how to be able to deal with it, particularly when it comes to parents and children. If you have the attitude like, I don't understand Snapchat, so I'm not going to deal anything with it, then all that you're saying is, here's a medium of communication and I'm just not going to figure it out. And not to mean that you're an expert, that you need to teach courses on it, that you need to become, a marketing specialist. Know how the tool is utilized, and ultimately how it can be utilized for good. And I think that's what needs to be encouraged to all these young folks. My 11-year-old son subscribes to my YouTube channel. So sometimes he's watching some of these videos. That is awesome, because now I can talk about the different themes that are important to me, and he can hear it from my voice, right from the horse's mouth. Doesn't have to guess, doesn't have to question. So the thousands of videos that I have, he's got more than enough to deal with. Sherm's out.
Everybody, living in North Central Technical College, talking about the Central Wisconsin Metal Manufacturers Alliance. I'll be speaking at what we're going to dub signing day or draft day, recognizing those that want to leave from high school and go straight to work, and also recognize that those that want to go to technical college. I think that's exciting. So, hope you're doing well.
I'll be fine. I know I'm on my way, so every day I wake, I know time is ticking. It's now or never. I feel it slipping every second and every minute. That we ain't working on a dream, that we ain't living. We just trying to reach a goal, so we keep faith and keep digging, sticking to the plan. Give a damn if they sneak dissing. Caught up in the past, can't confess how she's sicking. Me and I keep getting burned by the same flame. Now it doesn't flicker yet, I keep feeling the same pain. Couple bad habits, man, enough to admit it. Nonetheless, share them with the whole world to see. I need a girl to be so down to earth with me, that our roots get intertwined and disperse the seeds. Grow old together as we turn our leaves from brown to green. Greatness we were bound to breed. I stay high, but they tryna look down on me. I give up. I'll be fine. I know if I'm on my way, so every day I wake, I know time is ticking. It's now or never. I feel it slipping every second and every minute. That we ain't working on a dream, that we ain't living. We just tryna